Hi guys, welcome back. It's the Lexpert. And so I'm so sorry that I have not been posting videos lately, but I'm back and I'm going to be posting more videos. And I got so much feedback, and thank you guys for the feedback. Shout out to Kayla, my friend Kayla Caber, for the feedback, and everybody else who posted the feedback, including my mom and my friend Kayla. So thank you guys for that feedback, and anybody else who posted feedback, thank you so much for that feedback. I really do appreciate it. And whoever does post feedback, you will get a shout out on our next video. So, without further ado, let's get started. So this video is going to be geared more towards talking about Black Lives Matter, All Lives Matter, and police brutality, and my opinion on it all. So let's get started. You hear first of all, I want you all to know that God forbid anybody on this earth who die. Anybody watching this video could die. Anybody that is watching this video, anybody around the world, it could be coming for you. And God forbid, the more the merrier. You could be Trayvon Martin, he could have been anything, but he got killed. And so I just want you to know that you won't see it coming. I guarantee that a lot of times these people do not see it coming. Trayvon Martin, he didn't think that he was about to be killed by George Zimmerman. Tamir Rice, he didn't think he was about to get killed by that man. They did not expect none of that. They did not know that stuff was coming for them. So I want you to know to watch your actions, especially around police. Because they don't care where you from, who you go back home to, who you are. They don't care about none of that, because all they see is you. It's not tattooed across your face that you are a straight A student. It ain't tattooed across your face that you are an honor student. It's not tattooed across your face that you got plans to go to an Ivy League school and go to Harvard and Yale. They don't see that. They see that they think that you're threatening them, and they're gonna pop, and that's it. And that's it. And they don't see what could be inside of you. So I want you all to think about how that next person might be in shot and being on this, that could be you. But just make sure that you're careful about your actions, because you may not think that's something that's worthy of you getting put in jail or getting shot, but it is. It's little stuff that you can do that they think that, Tamir Rice, when he put out that fake gun, they wasn't thinking that maybe that was a fake gun. They saw him as threatening them, so they did what they knew that they had to do, and they popped on him. But going back to other cases, rest in heaven, rest in peace for those who were killed by police brutality. Now, the Black Lives Matter campaign, I'm not really a fan of. I'm not a fan of the Black Lives Matter campaign, because I feel as though all lives matter. I feel as though God wouldn't put you on this earth if you don't have a purpose. So all lives matter. But the people, the protesters, the rallies, the ones who are organizing this stuff, what they see is that right now, in this moment, more black people are being killed. So what they're going to do is they're going to do what they have to do for what's happening in the present. They're not looking at the future or the past. And I'm not saying that white people don't get killed by police brutality. But right now, a lot of black people are being killed by police brutality. So that's why we have these rallies talking about Black Lives Matter. In my opinion, all lives matter. Caucasian lives matter, or African American lives matter, Latino lives matter, Asian lives matter, Chinese lives matter. Any life that you are, whatever you are, you matter to the world. So don't think when you see these Black Lives Matter that black people lives matter and yours don't. And that's personally speaking from a black person. You have to realize that just because lately more black people are being killed doesn't mean that it couldn't be anybody around the world. Now, as for the police brutality, I don't think that these situations and these punishments are being dealt out well enough for these police. That man who just got the man who just got killed and his girlfriend shot Diamond's boyfriend, and he recorded it, and she recorded it and put it on Facebook. That police officer right now, he's being on paid leave. He's on paid leave. So I think that as for, we need to make sure that we are handling our actions better with these. All lives matter. But right now, black people are being shot more. And then it's not even just about the people. It's also about the officers in Dallas at a protest against this shooting. An officer got killed. 5 officers got killed, actually. 11 shot, 5 killed. So for me, you have to realize no matter who you are, because people are starting these rallies talking about who do you call on when a murderer wears a badge. Well, what about if the one who wears a badge is the one who's being murdered? Think about that. Y'all have to realize that our actions nowadays, they gotta go. Our attitudes nowadays, they gotta go. Because people don't realize that. People don't see you as a straight student. They see you, Tamir Rice, you don't know what he could have been. He could have been the next Bill Gates. But the police saw him as a threat, so they did what they had to do. They don't care who you are. They don't care nothing about your future nor your past. They see that you're a threat. They see you doing something that you ain't got no business doing. They gonna take care of their business and yours. So I'm saying this from my point of view because too many people are not taking awareness as to this issue. And what you don't realize is the fact that don't realize is it's not just controversial topic anymore. Now it's the nerves. If you watch the Dateline in 2020 about police brutality, they even stated on there that now it's not a controversial topic anymore. Now numbers are stating that some police, I'm not saying all police, some police tend to take in this, some people tend to treat people of different races differently. Now I'm saying that could be a black cop treating a white person differently, or a white cop treating a black person differently, or a black cop treating an Asian person differently. What my point is, that any race of a cop tends to treat another race of a cop different, another race of a person differently. And a quote that I always like to mention when people bring up black history or black police brutality is the badge does not give you any extra rights outside of the station. Just because you are a police officer in the station, don't treat other people wrong. Just at the end of the day, and I know it sounds really cheesy, but treat others the way you want to be treated. Because I know that sometimes, we don't even consider how another person may feel about a situation. So, what I really wanted to get to, another point that I wanted to get to, is girls and teens in general, really, and this conversation was meant to be geared towards teens, was the fact that I'm sure over the last 2 months, police brutality or the killings of some of these people, the hanging that was in Atlanta, I'm sure that over the last 2 months, that one of those topics was a trending topic on Twitter. Now, I do not use Twitter, but I guarantee that either on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, some famous person, or on Twitter, it was a trending topic, this situation. So, with my question to teens and young adults, this geared towards more so 13 to 20, if you can check Twitter to see how your best friend is doing off on her vacation, or see what anybody else is doing, minding your ex-best friend's business, or anything else that you do on Twitter, why can't you make a stand to what is happening? That's my question. Now, if you have an answer to that, I would love to hear your answer. maybe it would make sense. But to me, I just don't get it. I don't get why you guys can constantly check Twitter and see that this is a trending topic and look, I'm sure your parents are watching the news, seeing these issues, talking about it. Why aren't you stepping in and making any kind of effort to make it? I thank all of the protesters and the ralliers, specifically those that are just trying to make peaceful world, piece together what God created, I also want to thank the families of these victims for staying so strong. And I know it is so emotional. It's an emotional trip, and I've never been through something like that. But I can tell you that God is with you throughout this journey, and I'm so sorry for what's happening to you and your family. And just bear with everything. You can get through it. Just pray and pray and pray, and just keep praying. And God's words will get you through everything. And for the police that were killed in Dallas and their families, that's just terrible that you go out to save other people's lives and somebody didn't save your life, So salute to them and salute to all of the victims. So together we just need to make it into this, and we need to figure out how we as the people, we as the next generation, we can fix this issue, and we can fix what is happening with our world. We need to piece together what once God's creation. At one point, the hippies came through, and everything was peaceful, everything was wonderful. That's what we need to piece back together, what God originally created, because I guarantee you that this is not what God originally created. He did not create a world of hate and brutality and ignorance. He didn't create this. This is not his purpose of creating. So we need to piece together that original moment. We need to piece together that originality of what he created. We need to fix what was once that, I apologize if this video was it made you feel any kind of way. I'm sorry, but I just really needed to get my message out, and I felt like, why am I still hosting this YouTube channel and I'm doing all these different kind of videos about me? I need to be fixing everything else, So make sure you subscribe to my channel, share this video with anybody, like it and comment down below with other videos. Thank you so much. Make sure you share the message about this. Together we can fix everything that we have undone. Everything that we have done, we can undo.